Let's dive in. Something wild just happened. Not in New Delhi or Mumbai, but in Astoria, Queens, New York City. Zohran Mamdani, a first-generation Ugandan, Indian-American, and democratic socialist, just won his state assembly primary, again. And for some reason, this local New York race is lighting up WhatsApp groups across India. Suddenly, Indians are debating rent control in Queens with more passion than garbage collection in their own neighborhoods. Why? Because Mamdani's win is forcing India to ask, what does real, local, representative democracy look like? When was the last time a municipal election in India got this much buzz? People are dissecting Mamdani's platform, his multicultural background, and his campaign strategy. It's a moment of collective reflection. Politics can be about potholes, groceries, and playgrounds, not just national headlines and personality cults. Even the usual good morning uncles are now forwarding articles about public transportation in Queens. College students are debating housing policies on Twitter. It's like India just discovered a new political drama, but this time, the stakes are real. This fascination reveals a hunger for accessible, issue-driven politics, something many feel is missing at home. Local politics in India exists, but it's drowned out by national noise. Mamdani's win cuts through, showing what's possible when leaders focus on everyday issues. He's the son of immigrants, a person of color, and he's talking about things that matter to real people. The ripple effect is real. It's making Indians wonder what they should be demanding from their own local leaders. Sometimes it takes a race in Queens to make a country look in the mirror. Here's the irony. Urban Indians can break down the New York mayoral race but can't name their own city councilor. It's a bizarre political outsourcing of attention. Indian politics is hyper-focused on national personalities. Local elections are an afterthought. So when someone like Mamdani wins in New York, packaged with underdog drama and progressive appeal, it's easy for the Indian elite to latch on. They'll debate rent stabilization in Astoria while ignoring their own skyrocketing rents. It's political escapism. Investing in a distant fight where change feels possible, while local systems feel broken. This isn't about shaming anyone. It's about a systemic failure. When local institutions don't deliver, people check out and look elsewhere for hope. Mamdani's campaign became a proxy for the kind of politics many Indians crave: transparent, issue-focused, accountable. The obsession with his race isn't about New York. It's about yearning for a political culture that empowers local leaders. It's a wake-up call. The audience is ready for a new show, but they want it at home. Maybe it's time to stop watching and start participating. Let's talk identity. In politics, it's often a box: you're this, so you must vote that way. Mamdani smashes that box. He's Muslim, Indian, Ugandan, American, a democratic socialist, and he embraces it all. Instead of running on identity, he builds a coalition around shared economic interests, working-class people of every background. In India, politics is often a zero-sum game of identity. Parties mobilize castes, religions, regions. Mamdani flips the script. He's not just a Muslim candidate, he's a candidate for everyone. His campaign wasn't about appealing to South Asians or Muslims alone. It was about affordable housing, healthcare, education. He shows you can be proud of your heritage without letting it limit your vision. This is post-identity politics, not erasing identity, but integrating it into a bigger, more inclusive story. Mamdani's win challenges the idea that people only vote for their own. Voters responded to his message of economic justice, not just his last name. He didn't run from his identity. He made it part of a universal story about fairness. It's a lesson for India: politics can move beyond us versus them. Identity can be a bridge, not a wall. Mamdani's blueprint is simple: lead with issues, build coalitions, and let identity add depth, not division. That's a future worth fighting for. To grasp why Mamdani's win resonates in India, look at Muslim political representation there. It's at a historic low, nearly 200 million Muslims, but their presence in parliament is shrinking fast. It's not an accident. It's a result of deliberate marginalization. In India, even secular parties hesitate to field Muslim candidates, fearing backlash. The contrast is stark. Mamdani, an unapologetic Muslim, wins in New York, while in India, Muslim voices are sidelined. This erasure has real consequences: fewer advocates, more vulnerability, and a sense of exclusion. Mamdani's victory feels like a dispatch from an alternate universe, a reminder of what's possible when diversity is embraced, not feared. For many Indians, it's both a painful reminder and a glimmer of hope. Let's break down Mamdani's vibe. He's not trying to fit in or water down his identity. Son of filmmaker Mira Nair and academic Mahmood Mamdani, he's Muslim, an immigrant, a rapper, and a democratic socialist. He owns every part of his story and uses it as fuel for his politics. Unlike many minority politicians who play it safe, Mamdani leans in. His immigrant experience shapes his fight for rights, his background fuels his push for economic justice. He's not just representing communities, he's a product of them. His platform is bold universal rent control, a public bank, a Green New Deal for New York. No incrementalism. He's calling for a fundamental shift. He's not afraid to use the word socialism. This unapologetic mix of identity and radical policy is magnetic, especially for a generation tired of old politics. He proves you don't have to choose between fighting for your community and fighting for everyone. His confidence is substance, showing a better world is possible, and people with complex identities can lead the way. Mamdani's swag isn't just style, it's a declaration. We belong, and we're here to change things. That's why he stands out. He's not just a politician, he's a movement, and that's what inspires people on both sides of the world. Strip away the headlines, and Mamdani's campaign is about one thing: making life affordable for working people. He's focused on kitchen table issues: rent, groceries, public transport, childcare. He fights for good cause eviction laws to protect tenants and wants to end tax breaks for real estate giants, investing in public housing instead. He champions free public buses, arguing it would save families money and help the environment. Universal free childcare is another pillar, helping parents, especially mothers, rejoin the workforce. These aren't abstract ideas, they're rooted in the daily struggles of his community. For Mamdani, the economy isn't about the stock market, it's about the price of milk and the cost of a MetroCard swipe. By focusing on these tangible issues, he's built real trust. He's not just a politician, he's an advocate, fighting for his neighbors' everyday needs. That's why his message resonates far beyond Queens. What sets Mamdani apart? He speaks truth to power. No hedging, no coded language. He openly condemns the Gujarat riots and violence against minorities in India. He's a vocal supporter of Palestinian rights, connecting global justice to local struggles. While many Indian politicians tiptoe around controversy, Mamdani calls out injustice wherever he sees it. He's led efforts like the Not on Our Dime Act, challenging New York charities funding illegal Israeli settlements. These stances aren't easy, they draw criticism, but he stands firm. For Mamdani, values don't stop at borders. His vision, a New York where dignity, not wealth, determines your rights. By linking struggles in Queens, Gujarat, and Gaza, he's building a truly internationalist movement. That's political courage, and it's rare. Mamdani's primary win was a modern David versus Goliath story. His opponent, Michael Cuomo, had millions from real estate, pro-Israel lobbies, and billionaires. Attack ads flooded Astoria, but Mamdani's campaign had something money can't buy: people power. He built a volunteer army that knocked on tens of thousands of doors, having real conversations about real issues. This was grassroots organizing at its best: slow, patient, and personal. Mamdani's multicultural background and language skills helped him connect with Astoria's diversity. He wasn't just a politician, he was a neighbor. The contrast was clear: big money versus small dollar donations from teachers, nurses, taxi drivers. The result? You can't buy an election if the people are organized. It's a hopeful message for anyone who feels the system is rigged. When communities unite, they can beat the billionaires. That's the real lesson from Astoria. So, what does Mamdani's win mean for India? It's proof the diaspora isn't a monolith. There's a vibrant, progressive wing fighting for justice from New York to India. His victory gives hope to those alienated by rising nationalism and conservative politics. It shows you can be proud of your heritage and still challenge your government's policies. For Indian cities, the lesson is clear: real change comes from inclusive, issues-based politics, not personality cults. Mamdani's campaign is a masterclass in building coalitions around common struggles: housing, clean air, public services. Diversity isn't a weakness, it's a strength. New York's dynamism comes from its multicultural fabric. Indian cities should take note. The future of urban politics is about embracing difference, not managing it. That's how you build a more just, vibrant society for